Prince Harry psychic speaks out, says divorce from Meghan Markle not due to Prince Charles. Prince Harry, former psychic, has spoken out what he claims Prince Harry thought about the real reason a marriage to Meghan Markle failed, and it might just surprise you to learn that the former psychic claims it was not just due to Meghan Markle negligence that Prince Harry blamed. The psychic and spiritual hero says that Prince Harry said that he blamed the failure of a relationship with Meghan Markle on timing. This seems to comport with other accounts of statements that Prince Harry made to others throughout before her divorce. For example, Royal Expert has stated that Prince Harry indicated that it was shame that he and Meghan Markle didn't meet each other at a different time. Prince Harry reportedly made this statement after a separation with Meghan Markle. At any time, Royal Expert has reported to the Daily Mail that he believes that if Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had waited, then their marriage would have survived. Royal Expert is referring here to the fact that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had a whirlwind courtship and that their decision to marry was made quite quickly. If they had left it 2 years and then got married, I believe they would have stayed together today. Royal Expert said they would have had their differences, but I think they may have got back together. Royal Expert went on to say that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry share quite similar mindsets about certain things, despite not seeming to have much in common on the surface. Royal Expert did appear to acknowledge that the affairs that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry engaged in during their marriage didn't make for happy times or for a fruitful marriage. Royal Expert stated that nobody is happy if other half has affairs, but she loved him with all her heart. Certainly a lot has been said over the years about the reasons for the dissolution of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry marriage. Do you think Prince Charles is the main reason for the divorce? And the right answer here might just be that multiple factors contributed to the demise. But it is an interesting theory by Prince Harry, former psychic. Might things have been different for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had they met at a different time? British World News and updates. Meghan Markle emboldened Prince Harry but didn't encourage Duke to quit the royal family. Meghan Markle reportedly emboldened Prince Harry, but she wasn't the one that encouraged the Duke to quit the royal family. In the excerpts from Finding Freedom, authors Amit Scooby and Caroline Durant revealed that Prince Harry was already keen on leaving the firm even before he met his wife. But after dating Markle, the Duke of Sussex felt strong and more prepared to make the bold decision. He needed someone by his side that is strong enough to weather the same storms, but also someone who isn't afraid of breaking the rules and going against the norm. What we see now is a couple doing things their own way, the author said. What has struck me is Harry's commitment to put his royal birthright aside and use his voice to make a difference. In Meghan, he found a partner in that, Doran said. In Finding Freedom, the authors will also share what really happened before Prince Harry and Markle's marriage. There were rumors suggesting that Markle wanted to wear an emerald green tiara for her nuptials, but Queen Elizabeth refused. The unfounded story led to claims that Prince Harry told the palace staff that whatever his wife wants, she gets. But according to the authors, this isn't entirely the case. In fact, Markle was grateful and very happy with the tiara she wore on her wedding day 2 years ago. When it came to the tiara on the day, I was very fortunate to be able to choose this gorgeous Art Deco style bandeau tiara. Harry and I had gone to Buckingham Palace to meet with Her Majesty the Queen to select one of the options that were there, which was an incredibly surreal day, as you can imagine, and that was that. I think as we tried them on, stood out, Markle said during an exhibition for the tiara. Other rumors surrounding Prince Harry and Markle were debunked in the book. For instance, the authors confirmed that Markle did make Middleton cry during Princess Charlotte's bridesmaid dress fitting, but the Duchess of Sussex admitted working with the youngsters was quite a struggle because not everyone listened and followed the instructions. The authors also said that Markle and Middleton never fought with each other. The sisters-in-law just didn't know each other that well. It is their respective husband that had a falling out, and it is partly true that the royal siblings falling out happened after Prince William urged Prince Harry to rethink his plans to wed Markle. However, it was the future king's term, this girl, that didn't sit well with the Duke of Sussex. Meghan Markle could allegedly lose custody of son Archie if she didn't quit the firm. Meghan Markle could allegedly lose custody of her son Archie if she didn't quit the firm earlier this year. According to National Enquirer, Marcus's constant whining didn't sit well with the royal family, and before she announced a bombshell exit, Queen Elizabeth and the other senior royals were allegedly watching her every move. She will need all the physical and emotional strength she can to muster to survive its all-powerful machinery. Meghan should know she's facing a formidable army, and she puts up opposition to the palace's plans, she can expect it to be used against her, the source said. The insider also said that Markle's personality could lead her to fight for custody of her son and smuggle Archie out of the United Kingdom. Markle could also allegedly pursue relationships with older men as she searches for a father figure in her life. Markle could also allegedly lash out publicly over all the sacrifices she made for Prince Harry and the royal family, and she could also become drug dependent to numb her pain. It would be a disaster even to consider one of these scenarios becoming a reality, a source said. However, one should take the claims made by the tabloid with a grain of salt. After all, Meghan Markle managed to quit the firm even before these extreme situations happen. It's unlikely for Markle to lose custody of her son because she's Archie's mom. The suit's alum didn't pursue relationships with older men because of her strained relationship with her dad. The sacrifices that Markle made for the royal family were mentioned in Finding Freedom. However, the Duchess of Sussex didn't brag about them, and she didn't also lash out at the royal family. Meanwhile, Dr. Judy Kuriensky, clinical psychologist, analyzed Markle's behavior and personality. Meghan suffers from a huge emotional conflict, trauma, and confusion that would manifest itself in emotional outbursts and also out-of-control behavior, she said. Today, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are living their private and quiet lives away from the royal family in Beverly Hills. The couple is staying at Tyler Perry's mansion with their one-year-old son, Archie. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex haven't found permanent jobs in Los Angeles, but they continue to take part in the causes that are closest to their hearts. Royal brats, furious Piers Morgan rips Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for finding freedom. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's notorious critic is back at it again, slamming the ex-royal couple. This time, Piers Morgan attacked the bombshell biography Finding Freedom, written by royal correspondents Omid Scobie and Caroline Duran. The autobiography promised to give readers an honest and closer look at Prince Harry and Meghan's royal life and the details that led them to their controversial decision to step down as senior members of the royal family earlier this 2020. Although their representative has denied the couple's association with the book, the biography claims that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex worked with the authors to paint a flattering image despite the negative publicity brought by their royal exit. Writing his piece for the Daily Mail, the 55-year-old broadcaster could not help but lash out against the Sussexes. Piers Morgan said that the book only proves that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are the most tone-deaf, hypocritical, narcissist and whiny brats royal in history. Piers Morgan's take on Finding Freedom, the Good Morning Britain presenter, revealed that he laughed out loud upon reading a line from the upcoming bombshell biography which stated that Prince Harry is looking for positivity. Morgan said that it is ironic that 35-year-old Duke is looking for positivity when the couple is miserable, angry and cynical about their public life. Barely a week goes by without them whining about something or suing people, Piers Morgan wrote. They have become serial victims, intent on painting themselves as the most hard done by people on God's earth, he added. Morgan also slammed the couple for being all over themselves while the world is still suffering from the coronavirus global pandemic. Morgan said the book's title itself made him shook his head, as it was obviously inspired by Nelson Mandela's autobiography called Long Walk to Freedom. But unlike Mandela's journey, the Sussexes' road to freedom is causing much division. They also seem unhappy with their decision to step down as senior members of the royal family. The extracts published in various newspapers have only showed us how pathetically self-pitying Harry and Meghan have become. Morgan wrote, this was a couple who had it all but threw it away in a massive fit of ego-driven pique. Morgan believes that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's only struggle is living day by day in their rented $18 million Hollywood mansion, which only shows how self-centered, negative, miserable and whiny they are. Pro-Meghan, Piers Morgan believed that instead of the promise of setting the record straight, Finding Freedom will allow the 38-year-old former Suits actress to drive in her totally delusional victimhood. I gave up my entire life for this family, whines Meghan in this book, Morgan said. No, love, you gave up precisely 3 years for this family, then stole away Britain's favorite prince to Hollywood, where you are now complaining even more than you were before. Harry and Meghan toxic to each other. This new salvo that hurts. Would Harry and Meghan bring out the worst in each other? That's what royal biographer Angela Levine, who followed William's brother for a year in 2018, thinks. While the Duchess of Sussex seems more ambitious than ever, her husband is said to be more and more withdrawn into himself. are the tensions between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry more and more palpable. Isolated in Los Angeles, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are said to be increasingly areas of contention, but according to royal biographer Angela Levine, the difficulties would not end there. For Harry's author, Conversations with the Prince, the couple seems to bring out the worst in both. The former Suits' actress would try at all costs to attract attention, while her husband would have disappeared in her own shadow, as the journalist wrote in The Telegraph. The writer goes even further in his analysis by describing Meghan Markle as a fiercely ambitious woman who wants to be number one in